Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. So, hello, good morning, guten morgen, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. This is Sam, your Duchess of Bugao, and matagal-tagal na tayong walang content na hindi ko pinapakita ang aking mukha. And today, mag-uusap tayo. So, let's talk. Usap tayo, kaibigan. Ayan. So, madami tayong dapat pag-usapan. Ang daming nangyayari sa mundo. There's a war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia. And meron pa rin tayong COVID-19. So anong pag-uusapan natin today is about COVID-19. Bakit nga ba natin kailangan pag-usapan ang COVID-19? Well, dahil may pandemic pa rin tayo. At marami pa rin nagkakasakit ng COVID-19. So last month, this month, yung Denmark, nag-declare na sila na they are out of pandemic. So they are now treating COVID-19 as a normal disease. Normal na siya. So it's just like a common flu. Pero because of wala nang mga restrictions, ang dami-dami namang taong nagkakasakit sa Denmark and wala namang masyadong naho-hospital na or napupunta sa intensive care unit. So bakit ko nga ba napag-isipang pag-usapan ang COVID-19 for almost 3 years na nasa pandemic tayo? It's because I tested positive for COVID-19 last Tuesday. So I am still naka-quarantine pa rin po ako because under our new rules, we have to stay at home for 10 days. Bakit ko nga ba, despite of not having symptoms before, nagpapatest talaga ako for COVID-19. So, I am been vaccinated and 3 times na akong na-injectan ng Pfizer. So, this time, we will see kung gaano nga ba mag-work ang vaccine sa akin. So, let's make kwento. Kwento muna tayo. So, bakit nga ba ako nagpapatest despite na meron na akong booster or naka-booster na ako? Kasi po, I always make sure na hindi ako carrier ng disease. Sinasabi nila, you're so afraid of COVID-19, kaya gusto mo parating nagpapatest ka pag merong nag-positive sa mga kasamahan mo or kakilala mo na nakasalamuha mo. Yes, nakakatakot yung COVID-19 and kailangan hindi natin ini-spread yon. So for the past 3 years or 2 years siguro na free yung test dito sa Germany, when I have time, nagpapatest po ako. And that's my responsibility sa mga nakakasalamuha ko. Kasi po, pag meron kang COVID-19, despite of your vaccination status, nakakahawa ka pa rin po. So, to make the story short, I was exposed last week sa isang tao na nagkaroon ng COVID-19. So, I have learned about the news last week as well. So, obligado ako na magpa-test para malaman ko ang status ko. And unfortunately, may nakasalamuha akong tao before I got the news. So yun pa, mas malalang responsibilidad ko pa yung mga nakasalamuha ko. So, but that day, nung na-receive ko yung COVID-19 news about someone na naging close contact ako, sandali. Na naging close contact ako was, nasaan na nga ba tayo? So, ayun, naging close contact niya ako. So, after kong ma-receive yung balita, I was talking with a friend at we were laughing already at tinanggal na namin yung mask kasi kilala ko rin yung friend ko. Nagtitest din siya everyday. So, I told her na I have a terrible news for you because kami talagang dalawa, we've been avoiding crowds and other people for the past 3 years. 3 years na ba or 2 years? So sabi ko, you know what, may masama akong balita sa'yo. I just received a call na close contact ako ng isang taong nag-positive sa COVID-19. So wala na kaming magagawa but to continue with our activity. Kumakain kami and halakhakan na kami ng halakhakan. And after the breakfast, it was a late breakfast. It was a brunch. Pumunta kami sa isang test station at nagpa-test kaming dalawa. Negative naman. So what happened was, tuloy-tuloy yung aming activity. Like we bought this stuff, nagsama pa rin kami. Of course, sa labas, nakamask kami. And dahil nga, nakamask naman kami, I bump into a couple and pumunta kami sa isang shop na kilala namin din yung nandoon at nakipag-usap kami. And then, that was Saturday. Sunday, I felt something bad. I don't know kung anong nararamdaman ko, but when I was having my breakfast, parang, I don't know, yung puso ko, parang dinudurog. Pero for a couple of seconds lang, and then it will be gone. So, because this is really weird. So, hindi ko natapos yung breakfast ko because of that. And, pero naging maayos naman yung pakiramdam ko after. Sabi ko, it's really weird. And then, nagsimula na rin yung sakit ng ilong ko, which is an indicator sa akin na magkakasakit ako. So, dahil feeling ko magkaka-flu ako, mas eager ako na magpa-test ng magpa-test. So, Sunday nagpa-test ako because of yung weird na nararamdaman ko and because of my nose. Negative pa rin. And then, Monday, dahil may work ako, gumising ako ng mas maaga para para makapagpa-test ako. So, nagpa-test ako ulit and negative pa din. So, okay, sabi ko siguro nga hindi ako nahawa. Kasi many times naman na naging contact person ng isang tao and yet hindi naman ako nagpa-positive. So, sabi ko, okay, siguro siguro talaga negative. Siguro magkaka-flu lang ako. But that Monday, masakit talaga yung ilong ko. And marami na din ako mga friends na nag-positive sa COVID-19 because nga, nilift na yung most of the restrictions. So, I was, pinapakiramdaman ko yung nararamdaman ko, yung sarili ko. And then, one time, nung nasa train na ako, after work, sorry, inuubo pa rin ako. After work, parang sabi ko, parang may sakit talaga ako kasi nararamdaman ko talaga. So, pero sabi ko negative naman yung test. So, okay. Siguro sabi ko malamig lang kasi inuubo na ako na yung parang may dry cough ka na or nagka-cough ka for walang reason. So, sabi ko, siguro nga magkaka-flu lang ako. So, Tuesday, meron akong convention. So, online lang ako. Magi-start yung convention 8:30. I was thinking na magpa-test muna before ako mag-convention. Well, since it's online, sabi ko wala naman akong makakasalamuha. So that's okay. But nagising ako ng late. So 7 o'clock na and I have 8:30 yung limited time. So I have to eat my breakfast and then I have to log in and I have to make sure na na makaka-log in ako. So, ayun nga, walang time na i-check ko yung COVID-19 status ko. If I was infected or not. Or if I am infected or not. After the convention or during the convention, umuubo-ubo ako and I was thinking it's because of the heater. Kasi katabi ko yung heater. So, sabi ko siguro heater lang to. And then, after the convention, I thought, Wednesday yon. Akala ko Wednesday and every Wednesday I would play lotto. So sabi ko, oh my God, I have to hurry up kasi mag-alas 6 na kailangan akong makataya ng lotto because of course gusto ko ring maging milyonaryo or milyonarya. And then, sabi ni sir, ano ka ba? Today is Tuesday. Hanggang tomorrow pang 18. Sabi ko, 6 p.m. yung last day na makakataya ka ng lotto. Sabi ko, ganun ba? Sabi ko, nakaano na ako, nakasapatos na ako and I don't want to remove my shoes again. Sabi ko, I will play lotto at nakalimutan ko pala magpa-test today kasi yun nga, na-expose ka and it's your responsibility na malaman yung COVID-19 status mo. So, ang nararamdaman ko pa lang noon is painful nose or a pain inside my nose. Which is, I know, once again, an indicator na alam ko pag magkaka-flu ako. So, after nun, pumunta ako sa, so sabi ko nga kay sir, okay, I'm gonna play lotto and I'm gonna go to test center para magpa-test. So, I went to the test center and then, ewan ko nga ba, tinitingnan ko yung PCR test station. I was looking at it, at sabi ko, magpa-PCR na lang kaya ako para sure. Kasi 'di ba, it's my parang protocol ko sa sarili ko. Like, I have to do like this antigen test for straight na 5 to 10 days. I'm giving it every time na na-expose ako to someone na nag-positive sa COVID-19 ng window of 5 to 10 days. So, ayun. Tuesday night, it was already 17 o'clock or 5 p.m. So, pumunta muna ako sa test station. Tinitingnan ko talaga yung PCR test and then binabasa ko nga doon, PCR test, tung pala yan. Sabi ko, okay. Yung iniisip ko, magpa-PCR na lang kaya ako. And then, kasi pag wala kang positive antigen test, you have to pay for it. Sabi ko, wag na lang. Magpa-antigen test na lang ako kasi mahal pa yon. So, I went straight sa receptionist. And of course, dun ako parating nagpapa-test and they ask if I have an appointment. Sabi ko wala. And I'm always here, sabi ko. Okay, so kinuha niya lang yung regular na steps. And then, syempre, binigay ko yung ID ko and so on. Inayos ko muna yung ID ko na makapasok sa wallet ko. May isang lalaki na very gentleman. After ko, siya yung nagpa-register. Since medyo mabagal si Ateng that day, nahulog ko pa yung ID ko, so kinuha ko pa. I don't know if I was also talking on the phone. Tapos, yung lalaking yon sumingit sa linya. Supposedly ako dapat yung nasa line. Akala niya siguro I was just waiting for something. Nauna siya. Sabi ko, lalaking to, napaka-gentleman. So, sabi ko, naku, pag nag-positive siya, baka, baka mag-switch kami. Yun yung nag-play sa utak ko. Sabi ko, okay, I have to see kung anong nilagay ng receptionist sa oras niya. Same naman yung time namin. Okay. Sabi ko, sige, magpapatest na tayo. So, normal test, you have a choice here sa antigen test, like, do you want to have it sa mouth or do you want to have it sa nose? Sa nose, merong front, merong teeth, or yung mas malalim. I would always go for teeth. Kasi sabi ko nga, kung meron ka mang COVID-19, kailangang malaman na siya today. ASAP. So, ayun. Nagpa-test ako. And then after the test, knowing na, feeling mo na you're okay, even though may pag-aalinlangan ka, pumunta na ako sa Edeka to play a lotto. Ang Edeka dito is like a grocery chain. So, ayan, pumunta ako doon sa isang booth nila. Then, I played lotto. And then, after that, sabi ko, dito na rin kaya ako bumili ng coffee ko. The coffee that I'm drinking, yung 3-in-1. Tapos pala, sa test center namin, you have to, if you want to have the result, yung parang gusto mong makuha yung print out, anong tawag niyan? Basta, kung ipiprint out mo or via email, I chose email. So, ayan. So, while I was in Edeka, hinahanap ko kung nasaan yung coffee kasi hindi ako masyadong bumibili sa Edeka. So, nalilito ako. And since nagkaroon ako ng convention and after like a break ng convention namin, nakausap ko yung boss ko. Of course, sinishare ko sa kanya kung ano nangyari. So, I was expecting then a call from my boss after the convention. So, siguro sabi ko, hindi ako tumawag, I'll call him up na lang tomorrow or the following day. But minsan kasi yung boss ko is also like makulit. Gusto niyang malaman. So, while I was in Edeka looking for my coffee, nagva-vibrate yung bag ko. So, that means may tumatawag sa akin. And normally or usually, hindi ko yan naririnig. Sabi ko, siguro that's my boss. Siguro may gustong tanungin. Okay, so, kinuha ko yung phone ko sa loob ng bag. And then, at first, tinitingnan ko muna kung sino yung tumatawag sa akin. Nakita ko number lang and sabi ko, "Oh no, oh no." Kasi isa lang na tao or institution ang tatawag sa akin. Sabi ko, "Hindi 'to yung boss ko, hindi 'to yung work namin. Nasa area ko lang yung tumatawag. That means ito yung test result ko." And sa dinami-dami kong pagpapatest sa kanila, wala akong na-receive na call every after test since negative ka. So once, I pick up the phone, sabi ko, "Yeah, is it a positive result?" Tumawa muna sila. Sabi nila, "I need to know kung sino yung kausap ko." So sinabi ko yung pangalan ko. And sabi ko, yeah, tinanong nila yung birth date ko at yun sinabi nila na, "You tested positive for COVID-19." Ang unang naisip ko is, "Oh no, oh nine." Sabi ko nga, "Oh nine." Kasi ang dami kong gagawin. Like, yung report ng convention, I have an appointment the following day. That would be Wednesday. And then Thursday, I have a therapy for my back. Yun yung mga iniisip ko. And of course, anong mangyayari sa akin? Like, I know that I'm triple vaccinated, pero hindi mo alam kung paano magre-react yung katawan mo. So, I took a deep breath. Sabi ko, nandito ka na sa sitwasyon na 'to. You just have to accept your situation that you're into at, lumaban. Wala ka ng ibang magagawa kundi, you have to face your fear now. Wala ka ng ibang magagawa. So, they were, like, asking me, um, you need to have a confirmatory test which is a PCR test. Sinabi na nila yung opening time nila. Sabi nila, "You know what?" Kasi ako talagang isang tao na gusto ko ng matapos lahat. Sabi ko, "You know what? I can come today, now na. I'm still outside." Sabi ko, "I can come like in 2 minutes." Kasi magkatabi lang naman yung test center tsaka yung grocery store. So, pagpunta ko doon, so while I was walking, tinawagan ko si sir. Sabi ko, akala ko nga hindi niya sasagutin. So sabi ko, "I have a very bad news for you. I tested positive for COVID-19." So sabi ko, "Yun na nga lang ang gagawin natin. What can we really do now? I have the virus." So, sabi niya, "Oh, no, that's okay. We are vaccinated and wag kang mag-alala kasi may bakuna ka." And yeah, now the COVID-19 is not that much malala, hopefully, according to them, sa mga vaccinated. So, after ng like 10 minutes after my first positive test, I took another test, my PCR test. So, medyo napagalitan pa ako nung test center kasi pumasok ako agad and I was signaling them that I'm gonna have my PCR test. Yun pala, kailangan mong mag-antay sa labas because you're positive already. And then, after nun, nasa labas lang ako, umuulan. Alam mo yung pakiramdam mo na you're not wanted because you're positive. Natawa ako sa sarili ko or hindi ko alam kung maaawa ako, basta natawa ako because yung reaction ng ibang tao sa mga positive patients. Like, yung magte-test, naka-mask na, naka-face shield na, and napakatakot niya pa rin. So, I waited outside for about 5 minutes sa lamig. Ang lamig-lamig. And then, nag-usap kaming dalawa, what are the things that I should be doing. Binigyan niya ako ng paper, like, ito, yung contact, nandito yung mga telephone numbers, yung email, yung time, kung if you wanna call them. Tapos, yung mga gagawin mo. So, nandito siya lahat. So, sinabihan niya sa akin yung napaka-importante that, like, sabi niya, I should go to isolation for 10 days. And for example, I'm feeling okay. I don't have a symptom 48 hours a week after na nag-positive ako. Yeah, 7 tagen. Pwede ako magkaroon ng Schnell test or yung antigen test or PCR test. So I can have like yung deadline ko for that would be on March 1, the 1st of March. So, binigay niya sa akin yung mga dapat kong gawin. So, I should go on isolation immediately, ASAP. And I don't have to contact yung Department of Health because they will do that for me. So, ayun. And then, sabi niya, I will take the PCR test now and your result will come out on Thursday. So, binigay niya rin ako ng code and I just have to scan this one and binigyan niya ako ng code. So, after the test, umuwi na ako ng bahay. I don't know if it's psychological. I started to feel the symptoms of COVID-19. Yung dry cough. But siguro naman it started while I was having my convention kasi umuubo-ubo talaga ako during my convention pa konti-konti. But this time, like yung matutulog na ako, I was really coughing without any phlegm. And then nagigising ka ng madaling araw because you keep on coughing. So ito siguro yung sinasabi nila na hindi ka makatulog because of cough. What I would do is I would drink water, hot water, to relieve my throat. And yun ang mga ginagawa ko. So the following day, ganun pa rin yung pakiramdam ko, makati yung lalamunan ko, and I still have this cough until now. This is my my third day na nalaman ko na positive ako. Kahapon, Thursday, I got the PCR test result and it was also positive. So what I did, I called all my friends na nakasama ko that day. Tinawagan ko sila and just to inform them that I tested positive for COVID-19. So wala akong kinaligtaan na nakasalamuha ko on Saturday or last Saturday nung nalaman ko nga na nagkaroon ako ng COVID-19. So I called them all up at I informed them about the situation. Depende na sa kanila yon kung anong gagawin nila. My good friend is vaccinated and meron siyang booster. And we have a certain new rule here in Germany. Pag if you're not positive and you're not experiencing any symptom, you will not go in isolation. Siguro if I was not careful and parang hindi ako vigilant, I will never really know na meron akong COVID-19. Kasi 'di ba yung sabi nila, yung first symptom mo should be like a headache, body ache. Wala akong naramdaman na ganun. But I know that I was exposed. So regardless na nag-negative ako yung first day, second day, and third day, I still have to continuously do a routine check every day. Minimum of 5 days, maximum of 10 days. So yun nga, lumabas yung positive test result on the 5th day ata. I think naman, I'm not blaming anyone sa nangyari sa akin. But I know it's avoidable if yung tao na nakakasalamuha ko are also like responsible. Kasi may mga tao na hindi naniniwala sa COVID-19 or they're so tired of COVID-19 and hindi sila nag-wear ng mask properly. Hindi sila nagfa-follow ng ng hygiene rules. And I think for me there is an intent na manghawa ka, 'di ba? Just because you do not believe into a certain disease or what. Kailangan lang siguro nating irespeto din yung ibang tao para naman hindi naman tayo makahawa. Like me, I respect everyone. If may imimit ako, nagtitest ako, not just for my sake, but for the sake of others. Even hindi ako makahinga sa mask ko, I would wear my mask properly. It's because of respect. Diba? I know that we have our freedom of choice, freedom of expression, whatever freedom that we have in this world. But once you violate yung rights ng katabi mo, you are no longer expressing your own freedom. Your freedom stops when the rights of others are being violated. I have the right not to have this COVID-19. Okay? I have the right to avoid this. Sana, it could have been avoided if yung iba kahit yung paniwala mo ay kakaiba sa paniwala na nakakarami, you have to think of yung mas nakakabuti sa nakakarami, 'di ba? In a democracy world, majority wins. Okay? So, I know na sa Philippines, meron tayong election and the camp of Marcos, the camp of Leni Robredo, they're all expressing their whatever, freedom of choice, 'di ba? Pero pag violate din natin yung rights ng magkabilang kampo, then you no longer express your freedom, whatever. But I know I am not blaming anyone kung bakit ako nagkaroon ng COVID-19, but sana it could have been avoided. Pero nandito na yan. I have to face the I have to face COVID-19 with a very high chorga. Kailangan na I have to face it bravely, with an open heart, with an open heart. Kailangan mo na siyang tanggapin na you are positive. What I've learned sana is sa ordeal na to is yun nga, sana yung ibang tao will also respect kung ano man yung rights ng iba. We have different opinions about certain issues. Pero we have to follow the rules. I think the rules are very simple naman. Wear your mask properly, keep a distance, and if you're meeting people, magpa-test ka. If naman free in Europe, yung test dito is for free. I think if you're in the Philippines, it's not for free. So wala kang reason na ipagkalat mo ang COVID-19. Magpa-test ka muna before ka mag-meet up sa tao. And then before ka makipag-meet up, spare a little time. Magkaroon ka ng test for 3-4 consecutive days kasi may incubation period ang COVID-19. So right now, I'm trying to recover from COVID-19, from this terrible cough that I'm experiencing. Nagigising ako ng alas 12, 1:00, alas 2, alas 6. Uubo ka lang ng uubo. And yeah, nakakaano siya, sleep deprivation. Ano yung sinasabi namin nun sa nursing when I was still a student? Sleep deprivation, sleep pattern deprivation, I don't know, yung nursing diagnosis namin. Ayun. So, yeah, so what I'm doing every time na cough ako ng cough, because sometimes it's normal for me na magkaroon ako ng dry cough because of the heater. Pero this time, I would stand up and drink some hot water or I would drink a tea. And anong ginagawa ko after the diagnosis? What I can really just do right now is to boost my immune system, which is, I know it's a little too late kasi nandiyan na yung virus sa'yo. But you can still like support it. Support yung ano man ang symptoms na meron ka. Like I have a cough and I just have to take care of the cough right now. So what I'm doing is I'm drinking ginger. I'm putting it with honey. So ginger with honey and with lemon. And then I would also drink tea out of ginger as well. And I would drink a lot of juice. Yung vitamin C filled na juice. So right now, before the diagnosis, wala akong masyadong tulog. Now I'm trying to have a good sleep. Pero nadi-disturb nga because of the cough. And I'm drinking more water. And talaga ngayon, kumakain ako ng apple, even though talagang ayoko ng apple because it's very sensitive sa gums ko. And sa ngipin ko pa din. So, kailangan kong kumain ng mga ganyan. And now, I'm taking another dose of vitamin C para ma-boost ko pa yung immune system ko. So, yung Department of Health just called me today and I know that they sent me an email. So I can check my email kasi alam ko naman yung mga sinabi niya na like you should go on isolation for 10 days and so on. And hindi ka pwedeng lumabas. I forgot to ask her kasi babae yung tumawag if I can go out and maglakad-lakad to get some fresh air. I forgot to ask her, but I can also call her. And yun nga, because sabi niya bawal akong lumabas ng bahay. So, ayun. So right now, I am not really feeling that down. Pero syempre, I am having some cough and yun, of course, medyo meron kang konting pangamba, but you know that the world is much prepared. Tsaka ikaw din, kasi may vaccine ka na. Ang nakakatawa nga niyan, because supposedly, yung booster ko, dapat yung booster ko, yung scheduled na was on Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yun naman, Tuesday, a day before yung schedule ng booster ko dapat. Kasi nilipat ko siya, naghanap ako ng ibang vaccination center. Dapat Wednesday at Tuesday ako nag-positive. Buti na lang, I was able to find a test center or vaccination center that will give me Pfizer. Kasi naka-schedule din ako for Moderna. Pero sabi ko, I don't like to have Moderna. I'd rather have bad times with you. Charing. Ano tawag nito? Yeah, gusto ko kasi lahat Pfizer. And kasi, di ba, yung Moderna merong issue about sa heart. And I was kinda natatakot doon because nagkaroon ako ng cardiac arrhythmias. And I'm avoiding Moderna. So, naghanap ako ng mga vaccination centers. At yung isang nakuha ko, yung pharmacy dito, sa tapat lang namin. At ang ano pa nun, ang scheduled niya was Wednesday, the 23rd of February. And then I counted. Sabi ko, mag-expire yung vaccination or yung second dose ko. It will be like 6 months on the 18th of February. So sabi ko, a couple of days, like na konting lapse, I'll consider that as okay. Pero buti na lang, like was it like a day after ata noon or a week after, naghanap pa ako ng test center. I mean, a vaccination center. And then nakipaglaban ako, nabigyan ako ng Pfizer. Kasi if not talaga, I will take the Pfizer here sa February 23rd. If nangyaring gano'n, wala akong booster nung nagka-COVID-19 ako. So, thank God talaga na nakahanap ako. You just really have to find ways na makuha mo yung mga gusto mo. You really have to find ways kasi never mong malalaman kung ano magiging effect nito in the near future. So, thank God na nagkaroon ako ng booster before na-infect ako. So, na-booster ako, I think, last month. March something. And January. O, diba? Alam mo, pati yung araw, balibaliktad ko na. Yung buwan, balibaliktad ko na. We're still February ngayon. February 25. 25th of February. So, ayan. Let's hope and pray na I will recover soon. I will feel better soon. Wala naman ako masyadong nararamdaman. Just really this, how do you call this cough nga? Persistent coughing. And wala naman akong fever. And so far, wala naman akong nararamdaman na sakit sa katawan. Just this really cough. And yung coughing ko is like, may schedule. And pag nagka-cough ka, parang walang katapusan. Like, you're coughing all out. So, ayun. So, let's practice proper distance. Let's wear our mask. Let's respect one another. Give justice to each and everyone. Kasi you never know kung ano ang mararamdaman nung taong mai-infect mo. Diba? That's your responsibility. And as my responsibility, after testing positive for COVID-19, I called all of my close contacts regardless na nakamask sila or not. Okay? So, hopefully, the pandemic will end soon. Here in Germany, I think we will remove all, if not all, anong tawag niyan? Restrictions. Like, for example, I don't know if you're going to wear mask after March 25. So we're looking forward for that. Pero, di ba, nakakatakot pa rin. I'm not sure if you were still going to wear mask. And siguro, I will be more vocal sa mga taong who's not wearing their mask properly and intentionally disregarding health protocols. Because if ano lang, 'di ba, if your intention is to spread coronavirus naman, I think that's very wrong, 'di ba? So we should follow health protocols and not because of fear, but because of respect and justice. And sana naman yung if you do not believe in coronavirus, majority opinion of the majority people wins. So wala kang magagawa kundi to follow it because that's the least thing that you can do, 'di ba? To stop spread the coronavirus is to wear mask, whether you believe it or not. So if you're wearing your mask na, why not wear it properly, 'di ba? Wala namang mawawala sa'yo. If you do not believe in coronavirus and you're wearing a mask, why not wear it properly, 'di ba? At least you're saving lives. 'Di ba? You're saving people to get sick. Yun nga, naisip ko nga, I help an elderly woman. So I'm like, ano, I was trying to think kung kailan ko siya tinulungan. Kasi one time, I think that was Monday or Thursday or Friday. So hindi ako masyadong sure because I know that she was struggling. Ang dami-dami niyang dala. And she was also wearing her mask, of course. And of course, may incubation period yung COVID-19. And I am sure na meron na ako ng mga time nang yon. So naaawa ako sa matanda because I don't know her. 'Di ba yung parang, did I infect her? Parang gano'n na lang na tanong mo. Kasi she's very old. Nagta-travel siyang mag-isa. She's going to Hamburg. And then sabi ko sa kanya, I can help you with your luggages. Kasi yung train nag-stop sa Neumünster where I'm working. And maglilipat siya ng train. So I told her, I can help you with your luggage since dun siya umupo sa tabi ko. I mean, magkaharap kaming dalawa. So, nilagay niya yung, I remove my bag kasi minsan nilalagay ko yung bag ko sa empty chair. Nilagay niya dun yung, sabi ko, you can put your bag here para naman hindi mo dala-dala yan. And then, nung pababa na kami, I told her that I can help her kasi bababa kami sa hagdan kasi yung train is like double deck. So ayun, tinulungan ko pa siya. So if it's an Omicron, sabi nila, kahit very ano yung ano mo, probably makakahawa ka. So let's just hope because she's very old na hindi ko siya nahawa. Okay? And I'm praying na din na probably by next week I'll be fine. Na wala na akong ubo. I would also like to greet my good friend Irene. Happy birthday. O, di ba? Ang bilis ko mag-change ng topic. And get well soon. Get well soon to both of us. So this is Sam here, Duchess of Bugao. I'll keep you updated about my COVID-19 status. So be safe, wear your mask, keep your distance, mag-alcohol ka, and if you touch your nose, your eyes na may mga fluids, you wash your hands properly. So this is Sam once again, your Duchess of Bugao. I will see you soon on my next vlog. Ciao!